What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? You got the almighty DJ CJ Flash back with a brand new live episode of I Remember That Song, and here to tell you all about it is the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Jerry Dove.
CJ Flash.
Dominus Ominous.
Dominus Ominous in this holiday season to you, my brother.
Holiday season. Happy holiday season to you too, my brother.
And to you as well. And to you as well. I can hardly see you on the. Oh, you got your camouflage. I had to.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I had to say it. It's just,
I got you. I'm trying to stay warm in here, brother.
I figured as much. I got a heater sitting right over here.
Man.
So
if I was on the East Coast, it'd be Mad Brick. It's Mad Brick, son.
No, if we were on the East Coast, they'd be laughing at us like, "What are you talking about?" Or
yeah,
what are you talking about, man? It's 50 something out there, right? Yeah, exactly. It's 50 something. We have a problem with that. So look, we got a good show tonight. This is gonna be our last show before the holidays. So we're gonna do an encore presentation next week. So this is the last live show of 2022. Can you believe that, man?
Yeah, man, I can believe it. It went by quick. We knew it would, though.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. But let's bring in Mr. Russell Gatewood to talk about that as well. What's going on, brother?
Big Russ.
He said, hi. Now, does your shirt say vanilla or Manila?
Manila,
like in the Philippines.
Yes. Manila 75.
Yeah, the Thriller in Manila. That's
Ali
right.
Frazier.
Nice. I told you guys I lived in the Philippines for a couple of years. Well, for 5 years, right?
No, you didn't.
Yeah, it's hot. Well, 2 years. It
You
felt
never
like
told
5
us
years.
that.
I didn't. Okay, well, my dad was in the Air Force. We were in the Philippines, stationed at Clark Air Force Base right outside Manila.
Wow.
Do you know how to cook adobo?
I do not. I was only like 6 and 7. I know how to make rice. The fried rice. Fried rice. I can do that. Let me tell you a quick story before we get our guests on about my Philippines. Okay, my mom was there. Beautiful black woman from Meridian, Mississippi. Mm-hmm. We moved to the Philippines the first day. Me and my brother, I'm 7, he's 6. We're going outside to go to school. She looks out the window, looks really cloudy, like it's about to rain. Put us in a yellow raincoat. We walk out to the bus stop, first day of school. We're going to meet our new friends. They're all laughing at us like crazy. We did not know why. Because like an hour later, it was hotter than hell. And what my mama was seeing was the Philippines humidity, not the United States. It's about to rain.
So y'all had to wear that raincoat all day?
Yeah, she denies that story to this day. She denies that, but that's the way it goes. That's my mom. So.
Mama Dove.
But I can tell you some stories about the Philippines, for real. But enough about that for right now. So look, tonight we've got a great guest. I'm waiting for Ryan Nicole to show up here tonight too. And tonight we've got a great guest. He is a member of the vocal group Take 6. They've been nominated for 24 Grammys and won 10 of them. Alvin is also the voice of a lot of your favorite commercial jingles. He's the voice of God on some of your favorite shows. We're going to find out about all of that. And you know what else, Russ? He's like you, a San Francisco native. So let's bring in
rare.
Mr. Alvin Chea. Yeah. What's going on, brother?
Man, cats, that's good to be here. Good to be here. Russ, let me show you how from the soles of my feet, I'm a San Franciscan. My slippers.
There you go, bro.
I got it in layers, brother. So yeah,
bro, I'm part of the faithful.
That's right. Oh man, it's been some years, but I think we under something this year.
Candlestick.
Oh man,
Candlestick.
Cold. You talking about chili? Candlestick.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Candlestick. Even people from the East Coast, they go to Candlestick at night. They're like, oh man.
They're like, dang.
Mad Brick out here, son.
You don't have to wait till now. You wait about 3:15 in the afternoon. That's when it gets cold out there.
Yeah.
You catch a Giants game in the 8th inning. You lose to the Expos. It's cold.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah. On a Tuesday night.
Right.
Where'd you grow up? What part of San Francisco?
I grew right there in the city of Geneva. I was off of Geneva. I was off of Bush Street.
You were at Swampy D.
Yeah, and then like in 7th grade, my parents moved to Daly City, Fogtown, and Westlake District, and all through there. And I know about the Philippines too, brother. Lumpia, being from Daly City.
Yeah.
Lumpia, pancit,
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, Malakatal, Kabaya, and all the rest of it.
Yes.
All right, so look, tonight we're going to talk to you, man. We're going to have some fun just like this. I'm really looking forward to the show. I want to thank, right now, I'm going to thank him in advance. Travis. I guess his government name is Harold Travis, but all I know him by is Travis.
It's a good brother right there. Yeah.
He really is. He's the one who said, hey, Jerry, I got this guy I grew up with, man. You want to talk to Alvin from Take 6? I'm like,
oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. So thank you for coming in. And Travis,
awesome.
I'm sure we'll see his thoughts in the comments and everything like that.
Sure.
Hold on 1 second while you guys talk amongst yourself. I'm gonna send this link to Ryan real quick, and then we're gonna get the show started. So hold on.
All right.
Alvin, man. So you're from the Bay Area. The band got together when? When did the band get together?
The guys got together in 80. Now I didn't join till 85 when I got to the school, which was Oakwood College. Where they were already had done a couple of things, and there was actually, because it was a school group, they were already had been in there 4 years and were starting to graduate. So I came in one of the younger guys because they were losing their bass already. But I had heard the recording of Alliance from when I was home, fell in love with it, memorized it, and then when there was the opportunity, this is one of the things, when the opportunity was there because I had prepared myself. Success.
Yeah.
So Success. I've always wanted to know, did Take 6 ever did Alliance start off playing instruments at all?
No.
Not at all.
Now we all are all instrumentalists. We all play, but we were always an a cappella band. There was another band that was kind of a sister band who would call a Special Blend. They had instruments and it was mixed voices and two girls, two guys. It was kind of like a Manhattan Transfer kind of sound. But we were always the a cappella sextet.
Got it.
Yeah.
That's dope.
I thought you were about to ask me about Brian McKnight. Everybody always asks, was Brian ever in the group? No, Brian was never in the group.
No, bro, we're better than that. We know a little bit more than that.
Good.
It's funny because I met Claude way before Brian even. I guess
right.
Deshelle Chambers brought Brian out here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Deshelle Chambers. Wow.
Yeah. She was one of the people, one of the sisters who was in the record industry in this area, who really, she broke a lot of records out here.
Did.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, fellas, hold on a minute. Let me get the show started the right way. You're watching IRTS Live. You can see us on Facebook. You can see us on Twitter. You can see us on YouTube. All of them at IRTS Show. Make sure you tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell those people that live next door to you that this is going to be a great show. They're just going to want to see that. If you got any comments that you'd like to make, please join us. Make sure you tell Facebook that it's okay to use your name first so that we're not just looking at YouTube user or Facebook user. We know who we're actually talking to. Tell us where you're from. We'd like to shout out all your different parts of the country and the world because we're seen all across the pond. Alvin, you didn't know that, bro.
I didn't know.
They watch us in Amsterdam and Ghana.
I love that.
And parts of Atlanta too, man. So, that's a period, not a comma in between. Anyway, but we're going to say hello to a few of our folks here right now. Gina Emerson is here. Anita Peters, that's Brian Nicole's mama is right there. Happy holidays to you.
Right.
Facebook user, I don't know what that is. Okay. Talking about the Filipino food there,
I love it.
Yeah, so we're
shout out
to
this. Sheila Bullock. Sheilah's
my homegirl.
Yeah, she's from San Francisco too. Yes,
that's
for sure.
That's right.
Nappy Jeff Sanders is in the building.
Yeah, I thought he was on a cruise. Is he back
It doesn't matter. He just cruising Lake Merritt. He
was on a cruise, man.
He's fooling everybody, bro.
Yeah.
He the only one try to get a passport to go Lake Merritt. That's the only one.
All right, well, Sheila, by the way, shared, when I said that I was doing the show, she must have shared with like 85 friends. So
she's good people.
She said that you all from San Francisco and some other things. So.
That's right. We went to the same church. We went to the same elementary school.
Wow.
Wait. You went to the same elementary school as Sheila?
Yes. Did you?
Yeah. What elementary school?
SFJA. San Francisco Junior Academy.
Oh no, you went to Junior Academy. Okay.
Back in the day, yeah.
Yeah, but we went to Farragut, I think, together.
Oh my.
Yeah. Oh. And actually she was my mother's patient.
Oh, okay.
My mother was an allergy nurse for Kaiser for many, many years.
Okay.
She was one of her patients. Yeah.
Yeah.
She said something about Vinny lived 4 doors from the Vikings. I don't know what that
Vikings.
means.
I'm trying to
Mighty
make
Vikings. Mighty Vikings on Ocean.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh,
that's
dude.
what that is. No, that's
Yes.
true.
Wow. Okay,
That's very true. Yeah, I
so
didn't even put that together.
We are neighbors then, because I grew up right off of Ocean.
Really?
Yeah. Right
Yeah, I'm on Plymouth 1233
Hold on,
Plymouth
dude.
Street.
Wait. So you Lakeview? Hold on. This is hold on. Wait.
This is dope.
Stop
I guess
everything.
I am.
You are Lakeview. You are right up the street from McDonald's.
Yes.
Yes.
I remember.
Yes.
There used to be a Kodak. There used to be a Kodak photo booth.
Yeah,
right there.
photo Mac. Yep.
That's man, we are homeboys.
What was on the other? Was it?
That was like Grand Auto or something.
Grand Auto. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yes, it was Grand Auto.
Hey, fellas, 2022 is calling. Can we come back?
sorry.
Before you start dropping Radio Shack
all the way back.
Dude,
Radio Shack comments.
The show is called I Remember, so we're remembering.
Hey, listen, you're talking about all these places that don't even exist anymore.
I'm trying to figure out if he took my lunch money when I was a kid. I was trying to figure that out.
No, it wasn't me. I was running for bullies myself.
All right, so look, tonight we're going to talk about a lot of things, especially obviously your music with Take 6. What I'm going to looking forward to is all this stuff that you've done solo and all these voiceovers and everything you do. There's some great stories there. And then I know you got some advice you want to tell some of the young folks. So we got a nice show that we're going to put together. And
absolutely.
CJ Flash, you ready to kick it off?
Always, brother.
Let's go.
I know somebody who declares he's got it made. He won't admit it, but it's just a masquerade. He's a modern day deceiver with a case of falsehood fever. What a shame. It's ugly. And then there's the Sarah. She sleeps. Oh, yes, she ain't. She gets the word. Next thing you know, it's in the street. By the time it's been repeated, all the truth has been deleted. What a shame. Love again. Seems like everything we hear is just a tale.
All right, come on, let's all hit it right now. Okay, never mind.
Here you go.
Wow.
And that's you with that bass, in case people didn't know. That's you that do.
That's me.
All right, so got to ask some basic questions. When did you know that was your tone? That was your like, what were you, like 3 years old, 7 years old, 18 years old? When did you know?
No, it's like you talking about my bass singer singing.
Yeah, your bass.
Man, what happened was I had a really high voice, and I remember I would call up. I don't know if you remember, you used to be able to call up Popcorn and get the time and all that kind of stuff. I would call up information, and the lady would always say, "Just a minute, ma'am, I'll get that number for you." All the way up till probably 8th grade, that happened to me, and then one day my voice just dropped.
Wow.
And for like 4 months, I talked like this because I couldn't believe my voice was low, and I was walking around talking like this. And my teacher, Maggie Page, said, "Oh, we got to break you out of that. It's going to drive me crazy." But yeah, it happened. But I was, trying to sing in a gospel choir at my church, San Francisco Philadelphian, and there's the soprano, alto, tenor, and I would try to, I couldn't do it. But finally, when I heard that tape of Alliance, there was a guy singing bass, and he was singing way down there, and I was like, "Oh, this is what I'm supposed to do on planet Earth."
Wow. And so you're the only one in class that could do that? Only one of your boys that could do that? At
first, yeah. When it's not like 13 or 14, it just dropped, and it just, it's a gift, but I didn't realize that nobody else was doing it. I remember riding in the back of a van, and you remember they used to have the LCD displays, like on the liquid crystal displays, like on the van, the leisure van, and I would say something, and the numbers would go.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, did you see that? Like, what? that those numbers are moving. They're like, what are you talking about? Watch. Nothing. And then I realized that my voice was so low, it was shaking my brain around, and it was making the numbers going like that. And I was like, oh, you got a low voice, man.
Yeah, wow. You do. Yeah, you do. So what the girls think about it, bro? What the girls think?
It was a good thing, but I was Joan Chea's son, so I was under lock and key.
Okay.
Right.
I can talk to him, but that's about it.
They're like, can you just call me on the phone tonight and say something? Right? That's nice, man.
I was on lockdown, bro.
Yeah. All right, that's got to be like your biggest hit.
Yeah. It became out of the gate strong. We've had some great projects. We had some platinum things, but I would say universally that was probably what we sing "Spread Love." Oh, I know you guys are. Yeah.
Everybody knows that. So
can I ask a DJ question? When did you get hip to hip hop actually taking the song and using it?
Oh, just for me? I thought you were the
No, not for DJ Flash. For you.
Out of New York, there was a Kid Capri. He took "Spread Love," that same song, and he remixed it and dropped it. And it was playing in the clubs, and we were like, "Huh." We were kind of hearing about it because you don't really know about where all the music is going. Music is an amazing thing like that. But every once in a while we say, "Yeah, man, no, you guys are pumping in New York. You guys are all in the clubs." I'm like, "Really? Because we're just these 6 Alabama boys. Spread love." And those cats are
nice.
Wearing it out. It was cool.
They put a backbeat to that, and we still play that now. And it still knocks.
I love it.
Bro.
I love it. Yeah. That's too cool.
Yeah.
That's too cool.
All right, Flash, give us another song, bro.
Like the walls not even knowing what it was I had to find. Wondering if I ever would. There had to be some kind of something or someone who might bring out the best in me. Only the greatest never could. You caught my eye with a glow too wonderful to ignore.
Better sight
I took
in your light,
one look
shining down
through heaven's door. I never thought I would ever.
Oh man. So how much rehearsal you guys got to get to, man? Come on.
We rehearsed a lot when as we were coming out. I remember weekends we would just do 4 hours on Friday, 5 hours on Saturday, 3 hours on Sunday, and there was no crowd, there was no gig on the books. We just loved it. But in that time, again, success is where preparation meets opportunity. And we were doing it for the love of it. And next thing you know, we found ourselves in front of larger and larger audiences, and got a manager and threw a showcase, and the rest is history.
Yeah. So but again, you made that seem so we rehearsed. So what? So I could do that until whatever you want to say. I would never sound like it's so precise.
Thank you.
It's so everybody know exactly what it's supposed to. It's just like all 6 of you are obviously gifted, but that's got to be more than just, hey, we worked on it. I know
it's God. It's truly it's truly a God thing. We've sung certain times where one guy's couldn't make it or sick or whatever. We'll substitute another guy, and it's a different thing. I think God had his hands on the 6 of us and brought us together. And when there are times when we're like, for instance, for COVID, we weren't together for 2 years, maybe almost 3 years. But we get together and it's on lock. As soon as we start thinking, you get a couple of, get your, but as soon as it goes there, it's like, oh, this is what it's supposed to be.
Okay, nice. Okay, CJ, keep it going, bro.
Ba-dum, boom, boom. Ba-dum, boom, boom. Ba-ba-dum, boom, boom. Ba-dum, boom, boom. Ba-do, ba-dum, boom, boom. Ba-dum, boom, boom. Ba-ba-dum, boom, boom. Ba-dum, boom, boom. Ba-dum, dum. Get away, Jordan. I want you to get away, Jordan. Get away, Jordan. I want to cross over to see my Lord. Get away, Jordan. I want you to get away, Jordan. Get away, Jordan. I want to cross over to see my Lord. You know that I look over Jordan.
What are you thinking, Alvin? You look like you're thinking about something, right?
No, it's just amazing because, you know, in this business, I don't know how you guys experience it on your end, but you just work and work and work. You don't really ever take the time to look back and listen to yourself or appreciate, you know, the amazing run that you've been able to enjoy. And so it's like, listen back, I'm thinking about I was probably was 19 when we recorded that project. And I'm 55 now. That's a lifetime ago, you know. So I was a little boy singing now I'm a grown man, but I can still appreciate the music, but I'm at a different place. It's like, here's the experience. I looked at it now from there. Now I'm here looking at it now, you know, same experience, but a different perspective.
You guys still do those songs?
Very rarely. We'll probably do those for ourselves. Like if we're having, you know, some kind of maybe a devotion thought before we sing, or somebody requests it, you know, and we'll kind of be singing with the eyebrows up like, how's this go? But you just work and you keep pushing forward, and you you know, really take the time. But this is nice. This is cool.
So do you ever sing with any instruments, or is it just all a cappella?
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, we do. For instance, DJ CJ talked about, he just heard us with Manhattan Transfer, and you know, we did one of the songs we do was Overjoyed. I'm on keys. There's another cat on keys. We have a couple of guitar players in the group, and so it just depends on with it. But yeah, all of us are instrumentalists, but it's just that for this group we are a cappella. We sing a cappella.
You mean Stevie Wonder's Overjoyed? CJ, I hope you can play that one later on.
That one.
Oh, man.
That one.
Yeah.
Speaking of being overjoyed, I'm overjoyed because Ryan Nicole is now with us.
Hey, Ryan Nicole.
Hey now, how are you? Good
I'm doing
segue.
fine, sister. I'm doing fine.
Thank you
Speaking
so
of
much.
fine.
Hey, come on, Alvin. Come on. That's the way I come into a room. I like that. Good to see you. Wow.
Good to be seen. Absolutely.
I don't know if you've caught any of what we've done so far, but this man right here just told us when his voice dropped when he was in 8th grade, and he's been singing these songs
and
since
it rattled his brain. Exactly. It rattled my brain too when I was listening.
Love that.
Ryan Nicole is a singer, songwriter, producer, actor, actress, all that stuff herself, you know. So
love it.
Renaissance woman.
Yeah.
Congrats on that.
Thank you.
Where are you? Where are you located?
I'm in Oakland.
Okay.
In Oakland, California.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We're all right here in the Bay.
Right.
I love it.
He's in SoCal. So look, you're watching IRTS Live. Tonight we have ALVIN CHEA from Take 6, and he's done a whole lot of other things, but you're going to find out about him a little bit. So get your pen ready to write these notes down, because he's got some stuff for you. Big Russ is here. I'm here. I'm G. Who am I? I'm
Who are
Jerry.
Yeah,
I started to say G-Dub, and I said Jerry, so I'm both of those guys. And then the almighty CJ Flash is here. Ryan Nicola just joined us. We're having some fun. Keep it going, CJ Flash.
Hey, wait, Flash. Before we step out of this era,
Okay.
can I step back into the beginning?
Are we going to go back to Radio Shack and stuff? Are we?
No, I'm not going back to Grand Auto. No, I'm not going back there.
Rip these. Okay.
I am curious to who is it that said I was 4 doors down from Viking. That's somebody who knows me.
Yes.
We'll find that out.
Yeah.
Sheila.
Oh, that was Sheila. Okay.
Sheila.
Okay. All right.
From Mighty Vikings. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Which is a submarine shop that we used to all go to back in the day in Lakeview.
Wow.
So my introduction was not Spread Love, but it was actually Mary Don't You Weep.
Okay.
And it was because there was a church in our area called, I don't know, you might have been, it was there when you were there, the Christian Center. The Christian Center used to do a musical every Easter called The Singing Cross.
Okay.
And the showstopper was their version of Mary Don't You Weep.
I love it.
As a kid, I wasn't moved by too much, it just didn't hit me except for that. And then I wasn't moved again until I heard your version.
I love it.
And that was my introduction to, because I was like, it's okay, it's acapella, whatever. Because I was into hip hop and electro boogie and all that stuff. Then I heard you guys, and I heard that, and I was like, okay,
That's
all right,
cool.
I'm
That's
wide
very
open.
cool.
Wide
That's
open.
very
So
cool. Yeah.
before we leave this era of your canon, I wanted to big up that real quick.
Very cool.
Can I touch
And
it?
I want is that where
Please.
was that the old El Rey Theater? That church?
No, damn, you are from Lakeview. Okay,
Yeah,
no,
man.
no, the Christian Center was on Mission.
Okay.
The Christian Center was that theater that was on Mission. The one that
Okay.
was on the El Rey was and CJ, you'll get kicked out of this. The El Rey Theater is where I saw Three the Hard Way.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
Not Three the Hard Way.
Three
Wow.
the Hard Way. Yes.
Fred Williamson, Jim Brown.
Yeah. That place is still vacant. They haven't done anything with it.
Yeah, right next to Aptus.
Yep.
Aptus Junior.
Aptus and 7-Eleven. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Wow, y'all.
Okay,
look at
I
you.
think Sheila's saying Ocean Pizza.
Ooh.
That's right.
Yes,
Across the
Ocean
street.
Pizza.
That's right.
Okay.
Dude,
That's
the Ocean
right.
Special. Oh my God.
That's good.
You guys are taking me back and making my mouth hurt. Oh my God.
I'm gonna ask the obvious. You're from the city, Alvin.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Wow, I
No,
had
he's not
no
from the
idea.
city. He's from Lakeview. We just
From
figured it out.
Lakeview. Okay,
Yes, he's from
got it.
Lakeview.
See how he did
Very
his
specific.
hand?
He did. He just gave me something very
Thank you.
I
bougie.
sure did.
Mhm.
All right, got it.
Okay.
Well, I'm singing Mary.
Oh, Mary, don't you weep.
Tell Martha not to mourn.
Martha, don't you mourn.
Well, Mary.
No, Mary, don't you weep.
Tell Martha not to
Martha,
mourn.
don't you mourn.
'Cause Pharaoh's army. Don't you know they've been drowned
in the Red Sea.
Singing Mary.
Oh, Mary, don't you weep.
Tell Martha not to mourn.
Martha, don't you mourn.
Well, singing Mary.
Oh, Mary, don't you weep.
Tell Martha not to mourn.
Nice.
Man,
nice.
took me back with that. I split a larynx trying to figure out that bass note when I was a kid. That was a joint. Oh,
All right.
good pull, Flash.
All right, two more comments from the folks out here at San Francisco Christian Center. My auntie sung
Oh,
in
you
the-
sung in the
Okay.
singing cross. Okay, cool.
Okay,
I
all right.
love that. I love that.
And you grew up in the same church as Dr. Funk, Russ.
Oh wow, Miguel Fonseca.
I remember hearing that name. I don't think I remember meeting him, but I remember hearing. Yeah, I remember hearing about this cat, Dr. Fun.
Yeah, he's
Dr.
responsible. He's the reason why most of us are DJs now.
Most
man.
of us.
I love that. I love that. Big
Okay.
ups.
Okay. Trip down there. I think we're going to be going down this lane again, but for now.
It's y'all's
Okay.
fault. You're
Right,
from the
no,
Bay,
no.
and I never get
Hey,
to speak
we-
to my people.
Okay.
Okay, we're trying to. That's all. It's
I'm
all
gonna
good,
shut up.
man.
I'm gonna shut up. I'm
No, you're
having
not.
a
No, you're
moment, so I'm gonna
not,
shut up.
There's too many people out there that follow you. So
It's
listen,
okay.
Right, Nicole, can you do your thing? Because I forgot to mention, where
Oh,
they can see us, and the big one that I forgot to mention. But I know you're gonna do it right. So do
I'd
it
be
again.
honored. I'd be
Please.
honored. Well, you all have been here for about 15 minutes, and we're so glad to have you. We are here with IRTS Live. You are on Facebook, you're on YouTube, you're on Twitter, you're on Instagram, you're on TikTok, you're on hotdogwater.com.
Mhm,
But
mhm.
most importantly, you're probably on Soul TV and you're here live with us. We are really, really grateful. You know what you got to do. You got to push subscribe. So more than just liking us, more than just, clicking that heart and double tapping and all of that, subscribe to us. There are prizes, there are gifts, there's awards, and really there's just the tea. Jerry programs those rooms so nicely, and you want to be up on what's happening every day as soon as he clicks send. All right. So
And it's
subscribe.
free. It's free. It just
It's
helps
free
us out.
99.
It's free. It
Yeah.
helps us. All right, now let's go on with some more music. CJ Flash.
Got you covered.
Thought it would be easy, something like a shopping spree. Yeah. But living life in limbo created your catastrophe. Oh, now you say you're sorry, and that's good, but it's not over yet. Yeah. But if you want me to forgive you, I'll be willing to forget it ever happened. Erase it from my mind. I gave my life to save you. That's the plan that I designed. Because I love you. Hey, yes, I do, yeah. I love you. Put your trust in me.
That sounds like a club hit right there.
Wow. Yeah, that actually did really well for us too. I remember we did the video for that. They were running that on BET and talked to Donnie Simpson and all of that. That was a good hit for us.
Yeah, I remember that. Lots of fun. I remember really being impressed with, and in this day and age, we've got groups like Pentatonics and movies like I can't even remember the one where the girls sing. But I was so impressed with the ability of the group to make sounds that instruments made. So that full-on bass in the era of New Jack Swing and all of that,
right,
was so strong. It was rivaling what you were hearing on the radio.
Well, it's funny because back to the story about when my voice broke. So when I first realized, okay, I'm going to be a bass, there were no bass singers really to listen to. All the cats, it was like the Michael Jackson era, Michael and Prince. Everybody's way up, and maybe Larry Graham, just be my lady.
Hey, come
and
on.
a little bit of Barry White, because Barry has a big voice, but he actually sings pretty high. But what I could mimic were actual bass instruments, bass guitar. So I learned boom, 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 all that Jamaican funk and all of that stuff. That's what I listened to. So by the time Take 6 started, I was like, well, I might not get that many solos, but I'm going to wear this bass part out. That's all I got.
Oh, no. We don't need you, Gerald Albright. We can do this by ourselves.
Yes, I got it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
What happened?
My dog fucking play songs today.
Okay.
Bang, bang.
Just when I think I can remember way back in my childhood days when my mama used to say to me, God sees the little squirrel, and I know he's got his eye on me. I believe what you told me. I believe what you said is true. I believe what you told me. She said, God will take care of you. Just believe what you said.
I apologize. The UPS man had the nerve to come to my front door, and the dog just don't like that.
It's Christmas time. You're getting gifts. It's all good.
Oh my goodness, he is going crazy this week, man. So, but anyway, that's another great song. Another great song.
I haven't heard that in at least 20 years.
Really?
That's what we like to see.
I was like, man, wow. Yeah.
That's the magic of CJ Flash. That's why he's the music director.
That's right. He gonna find it. If it's out there, he gonna find it.
That's
now,
awesome.
do you remember even being in the studio? Because a lot of times we play these songs for the artists, and they don't even remember doing it.
Barely.
Jeannie Tracy, we played a couple of weeks ago. You know Jeannie Tracy, another San Francisco person. She played it. We played a song for her. She said, "Who's that singing?" It's you.
Yeah. Well, I haven't been in the studio with the guys probably in easily 15 years.
Oh, that's a travesty.
Yeah, easily we haven't been in the studio together. Now we all record. I record my stuff. In fact, let me show you. Here's DEFCON 3 right here. This is my beatbox mic. This is my voiceover mic.
Wow.
There is my voice mic.
Yeah.
That mic over there is for my 12-year-old son who does sessions and acting and stuff.
Love it.
And this is my workstation right here.
There you go.
So I make it happen. Everything now, we do shows and we're each other's best friends, but to be in the studio with the guys, it's been a minute.
Wow.
Yeah.
So he's giving us a tour. He said, "Here's where I play solitaire, and here's where
yeah, exactly. Here's where I hide out from the family for 4 hours straight.
Okay. I'm working.
Quiet.
All right.
You're watching IRTS Live tonight. We've got ALVIN CHEA from Take 6. We got Big Russ. We got the almighty CJ Flash. We got Ron Nicole, and you got me. My name is Jerry. Got it that time. Keep it going, Flash. Keep it going.
Woo!
Ye merry gentleman, let
say, remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day to save us all from darkness when we were gone astray. Comfort and joy. Comfort and joy.
Man, these are memories, bro. So the story about that is that was the instrument on that were being played by the Yellow Jackets, and that's one of my favorite fusion bands of of all time. Those cats are great, and we always, every time we do a concert, either with each other or around each other, the Hollywood thing is, you got to get together, you got to do something, we got to get to do. That was the actual one of those times we actually pulled the trigger.
I love it,
and that hang was just great. I think they did that track. That was like the first or second take. They were done like this.
Wow.
We couldn't wait to get out of things so we could just hang and talk and enjoy each other.
Wow.
So, but that was really, really cool.
Oh, that is so smoothed out. So, this is the season where we're playing all of these Christmas hits and all of that. And we've been playing this. My husband and I have been playing the same music for years. Since we've been together, we've been playing all the same music. We've been digging through crates trying to find the right stuff. But there's really not much that rivals, that version.
Oh, thank you.
There really isn't. I mean, we were listening to the original. It sounds like a Viking song. Like y'all smooth that thing right on out.
Thank you.
R&B on it. It's beautiful.
Shout out to the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah.
CJ Flash, Berkeley High graduate CJ Flash.
Hey.
Are they?
Yeah,
and I do know
that's how they got their name.
Will Kennedy. Kennedy that's Herschel Kennedy's brother from Graham Central Station.
Yeah, I just did a gig with Will about a couple months back, and it was a kind of a solo thing, and I don't do that too much. But Will was on drums. We had another cat on. We had it handled. It was beautiful.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
Now, who produces your music?
We do. When Take Six does it. Matter of fact, Mark Kibble is our main arranger. He usually takes the helm. Dave is a really great talent. He helps out on the production. Christian is a great producer as well. So that's what a lot of people don't understand. It's more than just six guys singing on stage. We all have our own entities and our own worlds and expertise, and you come together to do this common vision, but you scratch your itches all kind of different ways and pay the bills all kind of different ways.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
You have any choreography to your show?
Very rarely, man. We're church boys. We try to dance, but it's very obvious we were raised in the church.
No, I'm gonna tell you, I went to the show this year, Manhattan Transfer and Take Six at the Zellerbach in Berkeley, and they do not need any dance steps, nothing. They just held it down.
Thank you. Yeah,
and then they traded off. They traded off and did each other's songs, and that was dope too.
Oh wow,
that was real dope.
So Take Six did the Manhattan Transfer song?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
What?
They did Twilight Zone.
Yeah, we did Twilight Zone. We
Yeah.
did Route 66, and we did church. Oh, there's the church song. And then they did "Oh Mary, Don't You Weep," and we had fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
I love.
Good.
Nice. All right, Flash. We're going to change for a quick second. You ready?
I'm ready. Whenever
Okay,
you're ready.
look, like I've been hinting at throughout this conversation that we have, and this man has done a whole lot more than just music. You've done a lot of voiceovers, and we got your reel. So we got a couple of minutes. I just want everybody to look at this reel and take note of all the different things that he has done for you that you didn't know it was him. We're going to come back and talk about that. We'll get some more music in before this is all said and done. It's
Awesome.
IRTS Live. Go ahead, CJ Flash.
I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my baby back,
Chili's baby back ribs.
I want my baby back,
Chili's
So I won't.
You can unlock more fun at goldfishfun.com. Ask your parents' permission.
The snack that smiles back, goldfish. No bright fruity pebbles without them. Uh-oh. Ouch, Barney! Red, orange, green, purple, blue, and yellow. New brighter colors in post fruity pebbles. Fruity Pebbles cereal with new Bronto Bright.
Play nice.
You didn't let me finish. I'm not a lesbian. I'm a super huge mega lesbian. Oh, good. You'll fit in with the other mega lesbians.
My heart's on fire, Elvira. Giddy up, boom, boom, papa, mow, mow. Giddy up, boom, boom, papa, mow, mow.
How happy were we? What's this I see?
See,
My pig and me, still singing
harmony. Me. Plain dog leaving you hungry for more, girls? Sing it. Make you hot, make you sweat, but you gotta know how to ask. From your mouth, the Sonic's ears right back to your mouth.
You want nacho?
Yes.
Hey, Missy, can I get a baby nachos?
No.
Don't listen to her.
Dea, enjoy the unexpected.
Boom, 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 boom.
Shake, Sonora, shake your body line. Shake, Sonora, shake it all the time.
Unfortunately, the same State Farm agent who helps protect you and your family can give you reliable information on banking, insurance, and investing, so you can set up your child's education savings plan. Call your State Farm agent today.
Ooh, baby, baby. But baby, baby. Ooh, baby, baby. But baby, baby.
Nope.
Wow.
I got questions. Come
on with it, brother.
Go ahead, Russ.
Okay, so one thing we saw on the montage, but it wasn't featured, was Groot.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So what were you with? Which iteration of Groot were you?
Okay, so I'm being careful about this because I'm kind of got NDAs in place, but there are a couple of different products that are tied to that property that the intellectual property, that are still coming out. There are technologies that are coming out, and when you hear that technology and you hear Groot, it's me.
You are Groot. I am Groot.
Yeah, and there's a couple of different ones. Well, I can't even say both.
Yeah.
Well, two different things I can't talk about them, but there are two big things coming out soon. Technologies are not necessarily in the movies, but technologies that are coming out that I am Groot.
I am Groot. Very cool. I am Groot.
Also saw This Is It.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Please tell us.
So that what happened. Actually, the guy that produced This Is It was the guy that was in Take Six, Mervyn Warren.
What?
Yeah, he produced Take Six. He produced This Is It. So the night of Michael Jackson that they were burying him, I got a call from Merv and saying, "Hey man, we're doing this song. I want you to come down and do the bass for it." And I had 1,000 questions. Sure, I'll come down there. It was in Marvin Gaye's studio, and there was a whole vibe to just being in there. Was a trip. And then I got in there and it was just me and the tape. Now, as we all are pretty much tied to recording, you know how it is when you're getting ready to do something yourself and you hear the last guy that did something and you're waiting to do your part. So I'm in the studio, in Marvin Gaye's studio, and the way that track starts out, it's like, okay, 1, 2, 3, and it sounded like Michael was just in the next room.
Wow.
And I was up now to do it.
Wow.
So it was just mind blowing. I sang it. The brothers came in from they come from the burial. And still dressed in their white shirts and their black, and it was me and the Jackson 5 that did that song.
Wow.
And it was absolutely unbelievable. So as you listen to it, the song goes, "This is it," and I was literally the first voice you hear after Michael sings.
Wow.
Right there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was a highlight. That was very, very one of those wow moments.
Well,
I didn't think you'd be able to top Baby Back Ribs.
I know, so you
that's
had me
awesome.
at Baby Back Ribs. But okay. This is pretty up there.
Now, here's the Baby Back Ribs. I was doing some research on that, and there's a guy. The guy who wrote it is actually an ad guy. His name is Guy Bamarito, and it's a little thing you can find on YouTube if you Google Baby Back Ribs jingle. He says he hated the song, always hated the song. He said, according to him, he's never even had the Baby Back Ribs.
I never have either.
Me neither.
I never have either.
I haven't either.
Yeah. My kids have eaten many dinners off of it though.
There you
All
go.
those checks. Yeah.
I bought my own Baby Back
That's
Ribs.
right. That's right.
But I think he said he wrote it in just a couple of hours, and he had no idea it was going to be what it is, man.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I've got 10 Grammy Awards. Thank you, God. Nobody cares about that. Let me say I do Baby Back and I'm somebody. They want to talk.
Let's take a picture.
Right. Do they allow you during the Take 6 shows? Do they give you a couple of minutes to do some of that stuff? That's got to be fun.
Sometimes we talk about it, but the guys, I'm not new to them. They're let's do this. That those checks didn't go to them, so they don't want to hear about it.
I do have one more question that's kind of topical. The Little Mermaid, are you going to be involved in the new version of it?
Possibly. I don't know. See, that's all right. So let me give you how my end of the business works. Sometimes I walk in the door as ALVIN CHEA or Vinny Chia of Take 6. That's the artist door. Sometimes I'll walk in there as a sideman or session person. And sometimes I just walk in there like just a day player. And it all has to do with how much advance notice I get, how much I can weigh in and be part of the creative process. But with the Little Mermaid project, I just got a call. Are you available? Disney knows who I am. If it's based something for Disney, I'm pretty much getting a call.
Yeah.
And with the Marvel, that property as well, that universe.
Nice,
Wow.
nice.
Awesome.
So some other things that we saw in there. What else did we see in that tape?
Barney
A lot
Rubble.
of animation.
Barney
Yeah, a lot of
Rubble.
animation. Yeah.
Which one? Oh, Barney Rubble. Yeah, that was good. That was one of the first things I did when I got to town. And again, all the way to the end of the last second with new Pronto Bright. And that was the down payment for my first house in LA.
Yes, sir.
Those 6 words or whatever it was. Yeah.
See, that's the Flintstone knowledge that pays. See, what I know about the Flintstones doesn't pay anything. I couldn't buy a loaf of bread. But yeah, I'm a Flintstone fanatic. So
I love it, man.
When I saw that, I was like,
Pretty Pebbles.
So did you take some acting classes too in order to get some of this stuff done? You had to, right?
Not really, because there's two parts of it. When I come in the singing session world door, I'm pretty much in. They want ALVIN CHEA to be ALVIN CHEA. But if I go in the voiceover world, I got to audition my way in. And for that, I've taken classes and I practice every day and I'm working on it because it's me versus 1,000 guys for this one role.
Right.
But if they want ALVIN CHEA, it's me. I don't have to even work at it. They just want my sound.
Yeah. No, I think I think it's more like 1,000 guys against you, not you against them. They see you coming in like, oh man,
never mind. Right.
I guess I'll go home now.
Yeah. But in all honesty, though, it's not just I'm not batting 1,000. I go up plenty. There's plenty of things I go for I don't get. And I'll hear it on TV and I'm like, why does that sound familiar? Oh, I auditioned for that. They picked that guy, you know. But you got to be in the game. You got to try. You got to fight. You got to do something every day for your craft and to get to your goals.
Right. The little baby boy with the nachos, that was funny too. Because I even heard you laughing while we were playing that. So that was funny.
Oh, that was funny.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That was my you talking about the
Daya.
jungle? Oh, the Daya. Yeah. The other one though, with their the one with the salt and pepper thing.
Yeah. Push it. Yeah.
That was last year's Super Bowl.
Yeah, it sure was. Yeah.
That was very cool.
It's a good
See,
one.
all this stuff that you were doing, we had no idea. Now we know. So now we know every time we see something animated, especially with Disney, we got a base who that I bet that's Alvin.
I bet that's Alvin.
Yeah.
Right.
That'd be out.
Now, how'd you get into it? How'd you get into voice work?
It's funny because I went to school to be, CBS anchor. I literally had a license plate that said I wanted to be Ed Bradley.
Okay.
I love that guy. I ended up meeting him, and that's the road I wanted to do. And then Take Six got signed to Warner Brothers Records my junior year.
Okay.
And Joan Chia, my mom, wasn't having me drop out of school to be some singer.
That's right.
So I had to finish school. But by the time I finished school, we were up and flying. So I knew that I only would have time to do these kind of things, little voiceover projects, auditions, that kind of thing. I couldn't be sitting at anybody's desk and being a full-time singer. So that's how I kind of backed into it.
Okay. Beautiful.
Oh, you made the right move. You made the right move because the news is no fun.
It's not easy. I tried the voiceover stuff. I got a Dear John letter from my agent.
What did it say, Russ? What did it say?
It's not you, it's me.
I think we need to see other people.
Right. Don't call me.
I got ye old boot. Yes, Das Boot.
Das Boot.
I also got to add this in that you and 4 other singers, Tim Davis, is it Ellen Carlson, Gerald White, and Cindy, you were all the voices, did all the music for Glee, the TV show Glee.
Yeah, we did Glee. All of those things, all the underscore work. That was the down payment for the house I'm in now.
Hello.
Oh, Jesus. And did Lion Guard. That's another, it's kind of like Lion King.
Yep, my son loves that show.
Exactly. And then also there was a CBS show that just was running called oh Lord, it's the one Be Positive. Be Positive is this little thing, but that was me, Dave, and Claude from Take Six that did that.
Nice.
So you just keep it moving. And again, like I said, you don't sit back tripping off yourself. You're just like, what? It got canceled? All right, what's next?
Right.
You must have a great agent.
Me.
I heard that, Alvin. Yes.
Yeah.
All right, Alvin. All right, so I was going to save this for the third segment. Let's go ahead and talk about it now because you had mentioned that you wanted to talk about some of the moves that you've made and what you tell other people trying to get into the business when they give you that whole "how can I be you" thing. So, what is your speech? I mean, because I'm shocked that you're saying that you are doing all this work, finding all the work for yourself, because most people can't make that happen. How do you do that?
It's funny. It's it's okay. I'm gonna tell the end story, then I'm gonna work backwards. I had a meeting. I got a chance to ride in a bus sitting right next to James Earl Jones, who is my voiceover hero. And I said, Mr. Jones, I gotta ask you, do you ever audition for anything anymore? He was like, absolutely. Not everything is right for me. And I was like, oh, you auditioned them. I see how it works. Yeah, you're not wasting time. Are you a fit for what I do?
Right.
That's the end of it that he's on.
Right.
But yeah, I would say there's so many different things. First of all, when I talk to people about it, I find out how serious they are about it. I used to just sit up and just run my mouth and talk about what you have to do to get in the business. And a couple of times I noticed people spacing out on me. They were just kind of listening to me as if I wanted to tell them. I'm like, oh no, I'm not doing this anymore. So literally, I just started saying, okay, you want to talk to me about it? It's gonna be $150.
I know that's right.
And suddenly everybody's taking notes. It's kind of like when you're on the plane when people used to make fun of the airlines with the airline food. Then the airline stopped feeding you.
Yeah.
Now it's like a cracker, please. Yes, I'll take some water. It's that same thing. You got to value yourself and your time.
Right. That's right.
So if I see that they're serious, I'll talk to them. And some of the things that I'll talk to them about, be clear about what you want to do. And when you are clear about your goals and where you're going, write it down. Don't put it in your mind and just you're ruminating about it. Physically write it down on a piece of paper. Bring it into the present. Bring it into reality. A friend of mine told me that, and I thought it was like some spiritist mumbo jumbo. I'm telling you, I did that 1 year, New Year's Eve, and I put down my 1 year goal and my 5 year goals, wrote it down. The first month and a half, I was done with my 1 year goal.
Hello.
Wow.
The first 4 months, I was done with my 5 year goal because you're
on,
intentional about it.
Right.
It's not just something you're just throwing around. This is what I want to do. This is what I'm going to do it. And you keep that and you check it and went with it and you make positive moves towards it every day. You'll get there like that.
No doubt.
Second thing of 5, I would say, how you do anything is how you do everything. When COVID was knocked down, there was a lot of projects that just came to the house. I wasn't having to go to a studio. And so the backside of that is there was nobody supervising me. I could just say, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And that's be it. And then send it in and dare somebody to say something to me. You can get away with that once or twice, but you're not the only kid on the block. I'm not the only person with a low voice or can do what I do. How you do everything is how you do anything, or anything is how you do everything. So be professional, represent excellence every time you put your hand to it, your voice to it, your face to it. Do your best so nobody can come back and tell you to redo something. They know, oh, Alvin was on this, Ryan was on this, Russ was on this, Jerry was on. It's done. It's a wrap. Third thing I would say is we talked about earlier, Jerry, be on time.
Yeah, come on.
If you're on time, you're late. So in other words, be early.
Yeah.
That's a challenge for us. But I get in rooms many times. Many times I'm the only person that looks like me. I'm talking about, I just did this year. I did Avatar 2. I did Black Panther 2. I did all of these blockbuster movies. Many times I'm the only one in this room, or in 100 voice choir or 50 voice choir or 20 voice choir. There's 1 or 2, maybe.
Wow.
I don't have the option of walking in a room late. They'll see when I come in the room. I've got to be there on time.
Don't tell us that the Wakanda choir was not black now.
It was not all.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Oh, no. That's very rarely. That's very rare.
Oh, no.
Very, very rare. That's a whole other 3 shows I could do on that. But no, I just got to make sure I stay in the room.
I hear you.
I stay in the room. I'm blessed. I work with a lot of talented people, but there aren't a lot of people in our community that know even about our end of their business. But if you're blessed to be in the root business and be in this and to be invited to the room, be there on time, be professional. Don't sit up there running your mouth or cracking jokes or whatever. Do your job, leave on time, get there early. Another thing I will say to everybody, especially us here on this call, no one is ever, this is the biggest thing I learned in the business, no one is ever going to give you permission to be great.
Ooh, come on.
Ever. There's never a phone call that's going to come to one of us. You know what, brother? You need to be making more money than that, what you're doing. You know, brother, you actually are working beneath your station. You know what, sister? You don't need to be with him. You know what, sister? You need to have represent excellence when you do this or do that or whatever. No one is ever going to tell you that you deserve more out of life. You just got to hear that siren call yourself and push yourself to where you're supposed to be. And don't even look back.
Come on.
Don't even look back. Finally, I would say find what people trying to do. Find somebody that is your mentor, and follow their good habits. Pick somebody who's doing what you want to do. Meet that person, talk to that person, and follow their good habits, and take that path. Take a path. You don't have to be their path, but take a path to get where you want to be. And find out, is it all that? A lot of people, they say, I want to be a recording artist. Man, do you know how many times I'm on the road? Do you know how many
Right.
events I miss away from my family and my kids?
Right.
Do you know how many? I have 2 million miles on American Airlines,
Mm.
1.8 million miles on Delta Airlines.
Oh my.
I'm diamond in every possible hotel.
Wow.
All of that sounds beautiful, but you know how many nights I'm away from my family to get to that?
Right.
Make sure this is what you want to do, because it's not a joke.
Right.
Finally, I would tell the last thing I would say is what Quincy Jones, his advice to all of us when we got in the business. The secret to success, longevity. Work as hard as you worked when nobody knew your name.
Oh, wow.
Work that hard every single time you get an opportunity to do anything in this business, and that will give you long life, long career, long success. That's the secret to it. It's not about the hits. You know how many groups have come and gone since Take Six have been together 38 years?
Wow.
Man, I could still go out this next weekend and sing. You know, I'll have my audience, but work hard. Work as hard as before anybody knew who you were. Work that hard every time. That's what I would say.
And you're charging Jerry for this?
Well, I was gonna say this one's on the house, right?
PayPal.
But we want you to be our mentor. Doesn't that get us a discount?
I wrote it down.
Amen, sister. Amen.
That's amazing.
One thing I noticed about the process, and we've been very blessed to have a lot of people in our worlds, in our collective worlds. Tambisa Mshaka has done a lot of good work in voiceover work, and she follows a lot of the same processes. But when you talk about writing things down and being intentional with what you want, there's a difference. And I don't know if it's magnetic or not, but there's a difference between putting it on your computer and actually taking pen to paper and writing it down.
Say that.
Absolutely. Even if you look at how mnemonic devices work, you writing it this way versus writing it this way, it implants, because your mind had to know what it was to do this, and there was a capital here and a period, next line. All of that is implanting versus this movement.
Yes.
This feels like any other thing.
That's right. Oh man, that's so great.
I like that a lot.
I'm only charging $75, y'all. So
but you forgot half of what he said. That doesn't
no. So check it out. So you see what he's doing? That's $150 right there. Right here. This is the Section 8. I got a Section 8 class that's available.
Number six, beware the hustlers.
Right.
Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth?
Number 7, all money ain't good money.
That's what my mama told me.
Right.
Now man, that wisdom is priceless. $150 is nothing, because what you tell people, and I hope people go back and research and find out how they can really just sit down with you or their mentors or anybody. It's priceless. One thing that I think it could be lost on people is that today is today. You are never too old to follow what you think your path is.
Right.
You know, you're never too old to do it. You could be doing a million things and have your family here and there, but it's something that you were called to. Do it.
Absolutely.
Research it. Do it.
And that's another thing. I talk to people and I said, if you don't want to do this, there are 1,000 excellent excuses to not follow your passion. You can't get there. You're too old. You don't know anybody. There's 1,000, but if you want to do it, you will. My wife, I met her. She was in Dallas when we first started courting. I'm in LA. Do you know I figured out every possible flight that would get me through Dallas to go to the East Coast? I knew the people at baggage claim. I was there so much. But if I wasn't hearing it, I wasn't interested. I can't get there. I can't, man.
Right.
There was nothing going to stop me.
That's right. That's right. That's the word.
I think the key too, if I may add my little tidbit that I like to tell people, is that there are things in life that you have to do, things in life you want to do, and things in life you're supposed to do. I think a whole key to being successful is something that's finding out what you're supposed to do.
Absolutely.
I could sit here and tell you that I wanted to be a singer like Alvin, but it's just not in me. It's not my gift. It's not my gift. But I could host a show where Alvin's on it. And I could host a show with Alvin's people on it.
Come on, ministry.
And I could, so
that's so true. And I'll take a bite out of the humble pie right here, because about 14, 15 years ago, I went to law school, And I said, I don't know what's going on with Take 6. I don't know if, I could see you could kind of, it's a slow descent, but you could see that the numbers are coming. It's like, let me do something where it's going to be launching into the future. And I was in law school. I did about 2 years of law school. And I was okay. I was probably the top third of the class, but I wasn't beasting out. I probably had 20 people in my class. And I said, let's see, Alvin, do you really enjoy this? Right. And I had to be honest with myself. You know what I loved about being in law school? Being able to say I'm in law school.
I'll tell the truth, Alvin. Oh my goodness.
I loved with being able to just, in a room full of people, yes, I'm in law school. And that half a second where people were like,
yeah.
That's all it was. But those nights when I'm briefing cases and everybody's asleep, or I'm on a plane and I'm falling asleep and I'm like, Simpson v. California. What is the thing? I didn't enjoy that. But I said, Alvin, you are probably one of 2 cats that are the best on the planet of what you do.
Come on.
Do that.
Come on.
Don't have to. It really do.
Yeah.
And so it's all of us. All of us are trying to find that call, that purpose.
This is y'all. I didn't know I was coming to church today. Y'all preaching.
So, okay, let's throw in this real quick. Debbie Jackson is saying hello from Asbury Park in New Jersey.
Hey,
Hi, Debbie.
Hey, Debbie.
I'm wondering where our people are from over in the pond, So, but they'll show up here eventually. But we're having some fun with you, bro. We got a little bit more time left. So I know that you talked about some of the people that you like, the music that you like to hear, and we asked you some questions about that. So I think CJ's gonna play some jams that you didn't do, but you listen to when you get in one of them expensive cars of yours. Go ahead, CJ.
Surely you'll break my heart, but I'll be there beside you with lots of love to give. Love's not so easy. Love can sometimes be just like a cross to bear. Some days it's alright, sometimes it's so hard to bear, but I still love you. Oh, someday you'll see my point of view. I love.
All right, talk about that one, Alvin. You're smiling. Talk about that.
George Duke, that was my dude. Now, here's a funny talk about Bay Area love, San Francisco love. George is, of course, from San Francisco. We had the same piano teacher, Sir Jules Haywood. I went to Jules Haywood. He was at Third Baptist Church. Yeah. Johnny Mathis went to him.
What?
Yeah, all of us were a part of his thing. And every time I would run into George, I would tease him because Jules would always talk about George Duke coming in there. So yeah, I love George Duke. And the first place I ever heard it was on our radio station in the Bay Area, KBLX 102.9, soft and warm, the quiet storm.
It was our Bay Area radio station.
They're not with us anymore?
In name only.
Man.
It ain't nothing soft, ain't nothing quiet. It's stormy.
It's your listen at work station. Now here's Snoop.
Really, Alvin?
I worked there for 6 years. They laid me off on my birthday, Alvin.
Oh, I'm sorry.
My birthday. No, don't apologize, because that opened the door for me to do this.
Hello.
So, but it's completely changed. It's corporate and stuff like that.
Wow.
It's not that bad.
I wish you could hear George Duke on the radio.
They played George Duke when he backed up for Tupac.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
They don't even play this sample song. You know what I mean?
Man.
Like, they don't even Common sample this. They wouldn't even play that.
Oh boy, yeah. That was my dude. That was my station. And that's when I fell in love with jazz, and I heard all of these artists for the first time, and Rodney Franklin and Pieces of a Dream, and George Grover Washington Jr. And I mean, it was just like I remember the first time I heard Earth, Wind and Fire. But your music is powerful. It is very, very powerful. But that George and those projects were great, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dude, give him another one of his favorites there, CJ.
I got you covered.
Not like this,
Man.
without a single tear. We can't just walk away as if it never happened. Our kind of love
Never talked in whispers.
has never talked in whispers. So if it's time to go, let's do it right and go out loud.
Al Jarreau.
Yeah, bro.
Oh man, I'm about to cry.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, I
Oh.
remember the first time I heard him was at Berkeley at the what was their outdoor venue?
Greek
Greek
Theater.
Theater. Yeah.
Theater, yes.
He came there. He would come every summer.
Yes.
And again, I think it was KBLX that introduced me.
For sure.
And
For
and it was just, man, that was summertime and feeling good. And anybody want to go waltzing in the garden?
In the garden.
Man, that was just I think this generation now is getting cheated from some of the great music that we had. You know, if nothing else, we were the generation that would have musical interludes, you know, in a song, and then a modulation. They don't do anything like that anymore. You know, but that's good stuff. That's good stuff.
Now, do you like any kind of up-tempo funk, anything like that? Is that in you as well?
Yeah, I remember. You know,
Jamaican funk a minute ago.
Yeah, Jamaican funk, Parliament. You know, One Nation Under a Groove. All of
He
those
is from Lakeview. Trust me, it is in his soul. It's all the way. It's all the way live. It's in his soul. It's there. Trust me.
Oh man, yeah, all of that stuff is in there. All that stuff is in there.
All right.
Yeah.
Flash, you got another one?
I like your playlist. I like your
playlist.
playlist.
Thank you.
You pulled some tricks out your sleeve last night. Everything I fantasize about. You had me climbing up a wall.
Yeah.
How many ways was God called? You represented in the fashion of the truly gifted. You put it down last night.
Thanks, Jill.
Knocked me out and had me dreaming about waking up. Alright. Do you want some money, baby?
Yeah, I do.
How about some chicken wings?
Sure.
Do you want some fish and grits? Hurry and go get it.
Whatever. Yeah, man.
A lot of Jill Scott fans on this panel, but
Yeah.
all of us are.
She can
But
just
since
put
you
it
are
down.
guests, we will start with you to talk about Jill Scott.
Jill is just as simply the girl. She is everything she does. I love her production team. Even the things she did. I think she did something with Michael Bodie, trumpet player for years ago.
Chris Bodie.
Chris Bodie, thank you. She's just that girl. I love her approach from like a poetry. She comes out as a poet, and she just lays it over these delicious grooves and all. I'm a fan of neo soul in general, but just what Jill does is just I love it. And that's somebody I want to do something with.
Oh, it's
I'd love to do something with Jill.
Look, we don't put a bug in her ear. We will
Please
try
do.
to make that happen.
Please do.
Write it down. Did you write it down?
Okay.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. I'm gonna put that right
There you
now.
go.
There you go.
Set that intention.
Yeah, and be clear.
That's right. That's
Be clear.
good.
Be direct.
Okay, Ryan, let's
Put the full name down. They'll make sure it's not Jill O'Shaughnessy.
And I said record a hit.
Record a hit. That's right. Be
I'm just up here
specific.
recording.
Be specific.
That's good stuff.
Ryan, let's get your point of view on Jill Scott.
Oh God, Jilly from Philly. That's the one right there.
He is the one.
My husband and I were just driving back from Sacramento last night, and I have to tell y'all this story. I had to play this song. We were trying to stay awake. So I played this song. So Crown Royal on Ice is a cool song on her album, but there is a Shelter remix, which is like a house
Yes.
remix.
Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
God.
I don't know if I've heard that.
Oh my God.
Dude.
I have to tell you the story that goes along with it. We were in DC a couple years before the inauguration. We happened to go out. We weren't going to go out, but Michael's older sister insisted we went out. So we go out. We end up at this club called Marvin. Walk upstairs, beautiful sea of melanated people. We're hanging. We're liking the vibe. They threw this song on and everybody peeled themselves off the walls. And when I tell you an undulating sea of blackness commenced, Crown Royal and Ice Shelter remix is that one. You need to check it out.
I'm all over it.
Marvin's on U Street.
Yes, on U Street.
I know exactly where you were. Yes,
Ooh,
yes, yes.
I tell you, I sweat about 30 pounds off.
and there's a lot of her. You talk about her being a poet. A lot of her lyrics really lend themselves to 122, 124 beats per minute as well. So when you listen to Lizelle in E flat, when you listen to the house version of that, it fits so well. And there's so many Jill songs that are just that people, the Shelter stuff is dope. The Terry Hunter stuff. Look at the Terry Hunter remixes for
I'm on it.
Jill. It's really, really, really cool stuff.
And
going back to George Duke, they took they did a Shelter remix of Rhyme or Reason by George Duke. You gotta peep that, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the jam. That is a jam.
You thought it was a jam. Wait until you hear that.
That's one of those you can't play in front of the spouse because she won't understand it's just a jam. It's not really a message that you're trying to.
And that's personal, baby.
Yeah, it's just music, baby. Just chords, just chords.
Boy, that Eddie show is funny.
He got jokes.
Yes.
All right, Gina wants to know if you like Kim.
I do, but I'm such a. Because I'm such a Jerome fan, I was suspicious of Kim for several years. I was like, "Are you trying to be him?" But he's very musical and a good cat. I've never worked with him, haven't met him yet, but he's doing his thing and he's got his own sound now.
Yeah.
Well, I've done this on the show before. I'll do it for you since you've never heard it. Here's half of a Kim song. You ready?
Yep.
Oh, girl. Hey, girl. Yeah, girl. You fill in the rest.
Some kind of way Kim is going to hear this, and I had nothing to do with that show, Kim.
That would be nice. That would be amazing if we could hear this.
He's Detroit. Detroit hears everything.
I love it. I love
it. Different. That's different from him hearing it. Detroit hearing it. So,
no, everybody's related to Detroit, so trust me, they ain't gonna hear it.
Just playing, Kim. I got all your stuff, man. I got all your CDs, man. So listen, we got to wrap this up because this man has been with us a little bit longer than I had asked for in the beginning. We're having such a good time. So I know Flash got maybe one song left.
Oh, I have a few. I have quite a few. Where you want me to go? I know where I can go. I know where I got you.
Can we go to Brazil?
Oh, I don't know.
Before we leave, can we go to Brazil? Before he leaves.
Let's see what we could do.
Okay.
There I go, there I go, there I go, there I go. Pretty baby, you are the soul snaps my control. Just a funny thing, but every time I'm near you, I never can behave. You give me a smile and I'm wrapped up in your magic. Music all around me, crazy music that keeps calling me so very close to you. Turn me your slave. Come on, come and do with me anything that you want to. Anything, baby, just let me get next to you. Am I insane, or do I really see heaven in your eyes? Bright as stars that shine up above you in the clear blue skies. How I worry about you, just can't live.
Wow.
Baby, come here, don't have no fear. Oh, come on.
Oh, yeah. I wonder why. Come on.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
That's that
Come
Quincy
on,
Jones stuff
Jerry.
right there.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
Quincy Jones joint. I know
James
Quincy
Moody.
is one of your heroes, your mentors, I'm betting.
Yeah, Quincy is. He taught us a lot about priorities, family.
Mm.
Anytime you're in a room with Quincy or in the studio or anything, he's got several children, and they are all perfectly willing and perfectly accepted to come through at any time. It's not whatever you talking about is not as important as his children. So if they got a thing, the meeting will stop. He'll talk to them and think, love on them. You know, then you'll keep going. And I love that about that brother. And everybody that he works around, he's got this. He's just brings you in and brings out your best so that you can shine and that you are seen. He makes you feel like you're seen, and that's what's great. Yeah, that's really great.
Yeah, one of our sisters on this show, she's not on tonight's show, Tracy Anderson.
Yeah.
She worked for him, and she said just almost quoted you just now when she talks about him and how there was such a linear structure to the people that he has around. There was no hierarchy. Definitely he is Q. Yeah, but he made sure that everybody there was a life work balance all the time.
Absolutely.
All the time. Yeah. I before he wraps things up, I do have to ask you another one of the songs that really kind of changed things for me as the way I listen is Joe Sample's album. That album was one of the things that it opened me wide open to that style of jazz. And it really just made me it opened me wide open. Yeah. That actually opened me up to the Yellow Jackets. That opened me up to Michael Franks. That opened me up to, it really just it was mind-boggling. And when I heard U-Turn, I'm kind of babbling here because there's so much information I want to talk about. Right. But when I heard U-Turn, it was just okay, what is this? Right. I need not only what is this, where can I get more of this? Right. So I do want to ask, I said all that to say, what was it like I met him a couple times, really super good dude.
Great. Just like you're saying, Joe was such a good loving cat. And very much self-deprecating and lots of room for you in the room and whatever you want to do. When we first got approached by Tommy LaPuma to do that song, it was just a sketch. I remember he was working at Warner Brothers. He brought us to his room and he had a cassette that Joe played, and it was ba 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 ba, real straight like that. And by the time we got on there, it was a long trip. It got real slick, but the essence is still in there. And I remember Merv was showing Joe some of the changes that we were doing. He was like, "Oh, what's that?" Oh, and it was like, he wasn't like, I know all. You do you stay over there. He was like, "Oh, let's do that."
Yeah.
He brought us in.
Yeah. We hear you playing over there, CJ.
Yeah, you're not fooling nobody.
Never get no more get up and go. Internal drive is
Oh, come on.
Oh, see now? See now?
Ah, yes. Yes. Come on.
Oh,
Good
see
stuff.
now? Oh, see now?
You can't leave. Now you can't leave, Alvin.
Now, as the Italians say, now you can't leave.
Now you can't leave.
Now you can't leave.
Yeah.
Oh
man, that's we've been in this business so long that it's like we were kids, but we got to see so much stuff. We were in the front row of it. And you just do your best. You don't realize that you're making memories or changing lives or anything like that. You're just enjoying it and seeing it when other people see it. And it's really, really a blessing to have been around these 38 years doing this.
Yeah, you were definitely making memories. I don't know if we'll get to this song, and I know you have to leave, but I just have to say Settembro is a song that lived with me from the first time that I heard the Boys in the Hood soundtrack, to be honest. That was the song that stuck with me the most. And I knew if I ever was going to walk down an aisle, that was the song I would walk down to. And
Yeah.
it ended up being that.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. My wife and I also got married to that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's a really, really good one. It's it's just one of those magical intersections in life when things came together, and ended up Yvonne Lins, who wrote that song, ended up becoming a good dear friend of mine. We wrote a couple of things together.
Wonderful.
In fact, Yvonne wrote a tune that I got married to.
Oh, yeah?
All right, so I got married to two of Yvonne's songs. One that I wrote with him, and then this one that we sang of a thing. So it's he's a dear friend, and love that music, but it connected. That Satan Borough really connected to a lot of people's spirits, and so I know that you're blessed and going to have many, 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 many years of happiness.
Indeed, as well as you.
Yes.
Flash, does it sound like you got it? You got it there, Flash?
You didn't hear me playing? I guess y'all didn't hear me.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's do a little bit more.
That's nice.
Oh, man. That's so
Sherry, I
nice.
got to say, as a DJ, sometimes people ask us when we do weddings, they'll ask us for suggestions. We can't figure out what we want to use at our wedding. And I always suggest this, and I suggest Gerald Albright's version of So Amazing.
Yes.
Those are my go-tos.
Yes.
And they always opt. They say, okay, yep, let's go with it. Let's go with it.
I love it. I love it.
One. And you know, for folks who don't know who are on, I mean, that's with Sarah Vaughan also, which is just astounding that you were.
Yeah, Sarah's on there, and I think that was her last recording.
Yeah.
And I think Ella is on there.
She is.
Ella's on that album.
Yeah, that was. I mean, when we were in that studio, the icons were everywhere. Every green room, every second studio, every third studio, every parking. I mean, there were people. It's like,
jeez,
Louis Armstrong and just not Louis Armstrong. Dizzy.
He said Louis Armstrong.
And then he said Dizzy.
Yeah,
Dizzy, Miles Davis.
Yeah,
all of these people were just incredible.
That album should be time capsule.
It should be, really.
Yes. Yeah, it's a time capsule piece. It's a time capsule piece.
The power of Quincy Jones. Okay, look, I'm gonna wrap this up now because we could keep doing this forever.
I know, we could. I'll be quiet. I'm muted.
We'll have a part two. We need to. We need
to. Part two. For sure.
So tell us 90
really
minutes
quickly.
on Lakeview.
That's where all the time went. You guys going back to Thrifties and Rite Aid. I mean, Bob's Big Boy and all the things you were talking about back in those days.
Beef's Burgers, not Bob's Big Boy.
Beef's Burgers with the fries this long.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay.
Man.
So
that's
listen,
my guy right there. That's my guy.
What you got any last things you want to let us know that you're working on, Alvin?
We're working. Take Six we're either recording, we're learning the project, or we're about to tour. So we're starting a new jazz record that we're doing. Is going to be released here early 2023 of standards and just doing our way. What am I working on? I've got a lot of different things that I'm working on my own show, and so I can't say anything more about that, but I've been singing on everybody else's project and singing on everybody else's thing. I have an idea that I'm working on for something, and it's we've got some good prayers behind it.
Is it written down?
I was going to say,
written down.
You wrote it down.
It's written down. It's registered. The theme music is registered. All of that.
Then it shall be. Dominus
It shall
Ominous.
be. It shall
We will finish the way we started. Dominus Ominous. It shall be.
It shall be.
Really quickly, then, what's the rest of the crew? Okay, we got a holiday weekend. This is Christmas weekend. I still got some serious shopping to do tomorrow, but I'm going to make it happen. Russ, CJ, tell us about what's happening on Friday really quickly with the world famous.
Go ahead, Russ.
Friday, we have the world famous show. This is on Mixcloud and Facebook, and Elon kicked us off of Twitter, but that's all right. And it's a Friday show. You should listen, brother. It's so much fun. It's 4 hours of just all your cassette classics in the mix, man. I
Love it.
open. My man CJ just puts it down for 4 hours. It's a lot of fun.
Lot of
And then
fun.
New Year's will be at the Paramount Theater. We are blessed to be opening and sharing the stage with Shantae Moore, another
Awesome.
San Franciscan. Shantae
Mercy
Moore.
Girl.
Yeah, there you go. And she went to Christian Center, as a matter of fact. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And Anthony Hamilton. So bringing the
Awesome.
new year at the Paramount. It'll be really cool.
Now, Ryan, I know you just finished a couple of weeks of some big stuff. So what you got going?
I did. I just finished the production, the Afro-diasporic remix of the Nutcracker, which is called Cola, which I pinned. Thank you very much, Alvin.
Congratulations.
And my body is whooped from it. I danced in it, and it was it was amazing though. It was a beautiful
Awesome.
production. So I have a future of Epsom salts for the next couple of days, and then New Year's Eve I too will be out and about. I'll be hosting an event. I can't really say much about it, but I'll be hosting an event out in the city. Yes.
There's a lot of that going around. I can't really say.
Yeah, I can't really say,
It's
but
gonna be cool.
I will say check the Instagram. I'll be looking quite fabulous. I'm writing it down so I can make sure that I
Write it
look
down.
amazing.
That's right.
I will be looking fabulous. There we go.
Well, I'm not as fancy as all you guys, but I do have some hoodies that you can buy.
Hey.
Bay Area, I'm gonna have to send you a Bay Area Black Famous. Although you are universally known there, Alvin.
I'd love one of those. I would love one of
I
those.
will send you that. We'll talk about that after we're done here. We got these, and I got a brand new one for our folks up north on the 80 Sacramento Black Famous. How about that, Sacramento folks?
I love
you know who you are. Claim your spot.
All six black people up there will love it.
Hey.
No,
I'm
they're
trying
all-
to get a mortgage
a lot of
paid
them
here,
up
CJ.
there.
I'm trying to get a
A
mortgage
lot of
paid.
them up there.
A lot of folks in Sacramento, man. So this has been a great show. We thank you very much for all you guys that
I've
are
had
watching.
a ball.
Yes. If you missed any of this, just wait about 5 minutes. The replay will be right there. You can watch the entire show all over again. And why wouldn't you? Alvin Chea, thank you very much. Travis, thank you very much for getting your friend Alvin with us. Big Russ, great as always. Ryan Nicole, thank you. CJ Flash.
That
That's all I
guy.
can say.
That guy.
Once again, my name is Jerry.
Jerry.
G-Dub, different things. And we want you to have a very Merry Christmas.
Blessings.
And we will see you very soon with another episode of IRTS Live.
Go
Goodbye,
Niners.
everybody. That's right.
IRTS Live is brought to you by United Players. It takes the hood to save the hood. Lifelong Medical Care, offering free vaccines for everyone 12 and over. Call Lifelong at 510-549-5454 or visit lifelongmedical.org. Brought to you by C-Dove HR Consulting Group, the human resources specialist, providing personalized service to building a better tomorrow. Enjoy the difference. This episode is powered by PlushLifeMedia.com. Let us remix your digital presence. Check out GDoveDesigns.com to get t-shirts and hoodies that make a statement. Join DJs Big Russ and CJ Flash for the world-famous show live Fridays, noon to 4 Pacific. Catch them on the following social media platforms. And if you'd like to join us as a sponsor, please email us at info@irtsshow.com.